Hello and welcome to today's channeled reading on International Women's Day, March 8th, 2025. I'm Maureen Frank, the Mandala Lady, and let's get started. I call in our teams of guides and angels with the intention of us receiving whatever is in our best interest to receive at this time. So we're starting out with it reminds me of a scene, yes, a scene from Charlie Brown Christmas, way back from 1965. And there's a scene where there's a frozen over pond, and the kids and Snoopy are skate on that ice. The only thing in this scene, none of the characters are there. It's just the iced over pond and then snow, and it has a kind of cartoony look about it. Okay, where do we go from there? Okay, there is a big tree on the other side. No leaves on it. It's winter, so it's just showing the trunk and its bare branches. I would say it's about at least 3 times taller than the pond is wide, so it is of considerable size. And off to the left, in the mound of snow, there are some characters, people hiding behind the pile of snow. Oh, yeah, it looks like, oh, okay. It feels like they're wanting to be part of a snowball fight. I'm not seeing who else they would be. Oh, that's okay. That's interesting. They're planning to use the tree as their target from where they are to where the tree is to hit it with snowballs. The kids, that yeah, it feels like kids. They think it's funny. The energy from the tree is such that it's is that right? Tired of being the target of their snowballs, of being hit with these snowballs. There are a couple of little birds on the branches in the tree, as if to say we're on the side of the tree. We're on the tree side of this. And what happens next? So one of the kids throws its first snowball. Okay, and then they all start. But is that right? Okay. I like to confirm sometimes when I see things that are unusual. I like to confirm. What the kids don't see is that behind there's a branch, one of the branches behind the tree that the kids can't see. It's like a row of snowballs, and it just fires them like um, the baseball machine or the tennis ball machine that will fire balls where people can practice. Okay, so what happens next? So it's this all-out battle with snowballs. It doesn't have the energy of being fun. Is that right? Okay. All right, what happens next? The kids have run out of their snowballs. They turn and take a break. The tree is doing what? Restocking on snowballs. Is there a point to this? I'm sorry, I'm getting impatient. I want to know what the heck is going on here. Oh, I as the observer here, I am on this side of the little pond, so the tree is across and the kids are to the left. So I'm just observing. All right, what happens next? Because the kids are sitting down with their backs to the mound, thus their back to the tree is moving along the back of the pond and to where the kids are. and then just dumps all the snowballs on the kids. The kids, are they screaming of joy? No, they're freaked out. The kids just jump up and run away. The tree stays where it stopped, and the birds are sitting on the branches. And then there's a sense of peace, as if to say, ah, they're gone. Now we can just sit here in quiet peace. Um, is that it? Okay. All right. Where do we go from here? What the message and you may get a different message. To me, it's like interpreting a dream. So from my perspective, the sense was, oh yeah, the kids had picked a safe target, or what they thought was a safe target, and they thought they were being funny, and they thought it was okay for them to do, what's the tree going to do? Um, and then they hadn't anticipated that the tree would fight back. And then when they went to regroup to see what to do next, that's when the tree moved forward and dumped a whole bunch of snowballs on them, which then got rid of them and created peace. All right, so what would you tell me as what's the message? Is that right? Pick your battles. Pick your battles. Um, yeah, so some, okay. Is that relating to what is going on in the world right now with all of the chaos and all of the, okay, I'm getting a yes on that. Oh, so, yes. Okay. So with all of the stuff that we're getting hit with, all this shock and awe stuff that we're bombarded with, I think on one website I saw that there was 33 different categories of things that people are um, upset about, or wanting to um, not retaliate, but wanting to take action on. And uh, we could get overwhelmed by taking on all 33, so, or whatever number that is. So just, if you're feeling the need to take some action, pick the battles that mean the most to you, or pick I, I tend to want to go for peace and quiet. So like for me, I was at a protest that was happening today. I could only be there for about 10 minutes. The energy was so intense and loud, and it was too much for me to handle. So I went to a park and sat and read in kind of a silent, um, and I won't say protest because it wasn't a protest, silent, in silence. And what was interesting is yesterday I actually did what I'm calling a silent vigil for unity and peace. And four other people showed up to join with me. I put out an invitation if anyone else wanted to do that. And it was so beautiful just to sit there in peace and quiet, and um, just sit in this higher vibration energy. And so for me today, the picking the battles kind of thing is stick what is true to me. And I know for the people that were there today, they were in their element, and that was great. They're what they're doing is working for them. It wasn't working for me, so I'm choosing a different route to go to take. And so every I plan on every Friday doing these 1 hour vigil silent vigils in one of our local parks here. You can do the same. Just I'm doing it from noon to 1 Pacific time. If you can do it at the same time in your time zone, so if you're on the East Coast, that would be 3 o'clock your time. That would mean that there's more people at that time, if going the silent way is the way that works for you. So is that all that? Okay. So I, I do, I, I feel like this reading was intended for me, and hopefully it made sense to you. Is so for me to get out there and yell and chant and listen to cars, horns and things, um, was not my thing. But being able to sit in solidarity with some other people with that same intention of creating, being in a space of what we want to create, which I'm calling persistence versus resistance. Um, yeah. So I feel like this has given me confirmation. Oh, yes, thank you. They're telling me yes. That has given me confirmation that do what works for you. So do what works for me, do what works for you. And it could be that doing nothing would be perfect for you, and that's fine too. It's just whatever. Yeah, okay. And so this is all in line with the reading for March. I'll put a link to the March reading in the description. The theme for March was about finding the balance between chaos and joy. That if you're around too much chaos, trauma, drama, whatever, is to make sure you balance it out with joy, quiet, peace, something to, because from that place of balance, then we can know better what is in our best interest to do next versus being more reactionary. Being in a place of balance, we're coming from a place of balance, and we're more likely to have that inner knowing of what to focus our energies. You're okay with how I said that? Okay, that was, and since I loved that Charlie Brown Christmas, I think it was a delightful use of that imagery. I appreciated that. Thank you. Anything else to add? No. Essentially, it was do what works for you. What and do what do what works best for you. Do what you are able to do, or not to do, which is also what you're able to do. If that makes sense. All right. So Monday, next reading I'll do is on Monday, giving us information for the week. And yes, that's it. All right. Until next time, do take care. Bye-bye.